Welcome to You Are the Supermodel, Create Your Style with Us. I'm your host, Angela, and at You Are the Supermodel, we believe that every woman has an inner supermodel, an inner diva, and we want to help you find yours. We have a great health and fitness show planned for you today with topics all about helping you find a happy, healthier you. Now get ready, get excited, because we're going to transform you on today's episode of You Are the Supermodel. There is so much on the market today about how to lose weight. There's all these gimmicks. There's a ton of books that you can read. Everyone on TV, everyone on the radio is talking about the next big thing on how to lose weight. I'm going to tell you that proper weight loss is so much simpler than everyone is making it. Proper weight loss can be summed up in 4 steps. I'm going to tell you these and you're going to think, why do they pay the big bucks? Because they are that simple. Are you ready for them? Number 1, eat whole foods. Number 2, eat often. Number 3, drink water. And number 4, exercise. So let's talk about number 1, eating whole foods. There's 4 categories of whole foods. So the first one is fruits and vegetables. You definitely want to make sure that you're eating enough fruits and vegetables. The recommendation is 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. Most Americans only get 3 servings of fruits and vegetables. So definitely put more fruits and vegetables in your diet. They're low in calories and you get a lot of them. So it's a way to bulk up meals without adding a lot of extra calories. The second category of whole foods is going to be your lean proteins. So watch the serving here. So it's not unlimited. 5 to 7 ounces of lean proteins. These are things like your fishes and lean chicken breast, even beef, but make sure you choose lean cuts. You want to stick with filet mignon or sirloin or 94% ground beef. So as long as you're watching the portion and making sure it's a lean cut, that's what you want to look for. The third category of whole foods is your whole grains. So things like brown rice, things out there, these super grains like quinoa and bulgur and barley. These are great. They taste so good. If you haven't tried them, definitely rush to the store today and try them. You're going to want to have a half a cup. So 1 to 2 servings of whole grains, but a serving is a half a cup. So be aware of that, because even though they're packed with fiber, they're going to keep you full. That fiber is going to help transport nutrients into your body. It can add calories if you're not watching the portion size. The fourth category of whole foods is your dairy. So things like milk, yogurt, cheese. Look for low-fat cheese. Look for yogurts that aren't packed with sugar, because even though it's yogurt, even though it's saying that it's healthy for you, it has calcium, it has vitamin D. All of those things are true, but if we're packing it full of sugar, that's going to outweigh the benefits of that yogurt. So watch for that. Also with milk, you want to choose 1% or skim. So number 1 of eating properly, losing weight properly, is eating whole foods. Number 2 is eating often. So you want to make sure that you're fueling your body with proper fuel often. Your metabolism is like a fire. You want to keep it burning throughout the day. If you throw paper on the fire, which is processed foods, it's going to burn out. But if you throw wood on the fire, your whole foods, it's going to keep burning and working for you throughout the day. So definitely you want to eat every 2 to 3 hours. 1 to 200 calories is a proper fueling. So focus on that as you're thinking about what to eat every 2 to 3 hours. The third thing that you want to focus on when trying to lose weight properly is drinking water. Water in and of itself is not a miracle worker. Water is not something that is going to magically make weight fall off of you. What water is going to do is replace those calorie-laden beverages that you're used to drinking. So sodas, juices, sure, juice, it has fruit, it's healthy. Yeah, it has a ton of sugar. So by replacing it with water, you can save yourself 300 to 500 calories a day, or even more, depending on what you're used to drinking. So definitely try to drink 64 ounces of water a day. And then after that, have some calorie-free beverages. The last thing that you want to do for proper weight loss is exercise. Again, no magic formula with exercise. Be careful not to use exercise as an excuse to eat more, but definitely exercise is so good for helping you boost your calorie burning as you're losing weight. So the 4 things you're going to do, again, are eat whole foods, Eat often, drink water, and exercise. So those things will definitely put you on your way to proper weight loss. We have more health and fitness coming up with You Are the Supermodel. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for more You Are the Supermodel coming up right after these messages. Yoga is a discipline that was started in India and has been practiced for over 3,000 years for the health of the mind, the body, and the spirit. In fact, the word yoga comes from the ancient Indian language Sanskrit and means union of the body and the mind. People think that it is just this series of moves or just an exercise class that you go to, but in fact, it is so much more than that. Every supermodel, every inner diva out there needs to have a morning yoga practice. This is something that's gonna get you ready for the day, help you to focus, it's gonna make you feel energized, and it's also gonna limber up your body, help you move around a little bit easier throughout your day. I took my friend Taylor to the park and I showed her some exercises that you can incorporate right at home into your own morning yoga practice. So let's take a look at these exercises. The very first thing that you need to know about yoga is it starts in child's pose. Every yoga practice, is gonna start in child's pose. So this is where you're on your knees, bent over and just relaxing. You think this is working out? It actually is. This is where that mind piece comes in. You're going to relax your mind. Try to quiet out all those thoughts. I know you have a lot going on. I know that you have so many things racing through your mind about what you need to do today, but this is the time to just be quiet and relax. So after child's pose, you're gonna sit up, you're on your hands and knees, and this is what's called a cat-cow pose. Cat-cow is really great for the back. This is where you're stretching your back in two separate motions. So the cat pose is where you're stretched up and your back is arched, sort of like a cat would be when it gets scared. And that's why it's called the cat pose. And then you press your back down and you press your stomach into the floor, and that is called a cow pose. So you wanna hold these poses for about 30 seconds to a minute and just switch between cat pose, cow pose, cat pose, cow pose. But again, holding that stretch for about 30 seconds each time. It's gonna feel a little bit slower if you're used to high-paced activity, but again, we're trying to focus on the mind, the body, and the spirit, and creating the union between these things. The next pose that you're going to do is what's called downward facing dog. This might be hard at first, don't worry, go at your own pace, but this is where you're pressed up, pressed back into your calves, feeling that stretch in your calf muscles, and really pressed up. You want to push back as far as you can so that you feel that stretch throughout your entire body. You want there to be a perfect line here of your body being in a perfect V shape because you don't want to arch your back here. It's not arched or flexed like in the cat pose. This is where you're just having a straight line for your legs and a straight line for your body. From here, you're going to roll through into what we call upward facing dog. So you go down almost like you're laying down, getting ready to do a push-up, and then you can push up into upward facing dog. I want to say again that every 30 seconds you're changing poses. You're down and then you're pushing back, and you hold and then you're down and then you're pushing back. From there, we're gonna go back to upward facing dog. Hold that. This is such a good stretch. So don't leave this position too soon, and you can't do it too much in your yoga practice. The next thing you're gonna do is sweep your leg through into what we call a warrior pose. So a warrior pose is exactly what it sounds like. It's a warrior. And so your leg coming through is just half the pose, and then you wanna lift your arms up, and that is warrior one. You'll see that I asked Taylor to stretch her arms to the ceiling and press her shoulders down. Really, that's important. Your fingertips are reaching up to the ceiling, and then your shoulders are relaxed, pressing down. And then from here, you're going to go to warrior two. So this is where you're opening your arms up and bring into a warrior two position. So warrior one is arms up And warrior 2 is where your arms are out. So you, again, this 30-second change, you're up warrior 1, down warrior 2, up warrior 1. Do that as many times as you think. Again, quieting your mind. This whole time as your body is stretching, you want to quiet your mind. From here, you're bringing your leg in into chair pose. 2 chair pose. There's up again, hands to the ceiling, shoulders pressed down, and then bring your arms down into prayer. So there's chair pose, and then there's chair prayer. So again, 30 seconds, up and then down. So these are exercises that you can incorporate into your very own yoga practice. I promise you, do it for a week. Try it every single day and you will feel so much better. Incorporate these 8 steps into your basic morning routine. First thing you get up, quiet your mind, get your body ready. You will feel amazing. Stay tuned for more Supermodel coming up right after this. You won't want to miss what's coming up next on You Are the Supermodel. I've got it for you. Stay tuned. It'll be right after this. Okay, you've been eating healthier, you've been working out, you're feeling better, and you're ready to go out and show off that hot body that you have been working so hard for. And you should be. You're a supermodel. Part of being a supermodel is living a super life. So get excited, get ready, start planning things with your friends, getting out and doing some things to help improve, to start improving your life. We have a suggestion for you. We went to Florida Eco Safaris and did all of the fun things that they have to offer there. I was too scared to do it, but I put Michelle up there as a guinea pig, and it was so much fun that you know it'll be me up there next time. Take a look.
We are at Florida's Eco Safari at Forever Florida.
Well, we're excited. We're going to take you out on some of our new adventures that you're going to see today. Brand new things that we just opened. This whole beautiful place, it's 4,700 acres of conservation lands. Just gorgeous, and we keep it all safe and protected through these different adventures. So today you're going to experience the rattlesnake.
Woo!
It's the first zip line roller coaster in the USA.
That's great.
Just an amazing ride. There's nothing else like it. We're going to do Peregrine Plunge. It's the longest straightaway zip line in Florida.
Wow.
Can't wait for that. 1,300 feet you're going to shoot out into the conservation lands.
Wow.
And then we're going to top it off by sending you out on Panther Pounce, a 68-foot high challenge tower.
All right.
All you have to do is get up the nerve to leap off.
All right.
Just
Sounds
amazing.
good.
Okay, that was a lot of fun. So hopefully you'll be able to do that soon. I know I will definitely be out there, but there's tons of stuff that you can do. You can get out and you can go biking, you can go hiking, you can go swimming, you can go running. Don't run on the treadmill anymore. The treadmill's like from 1990. Let's get out there. Let's get out in the beautiful weather and be enjoying it. Show people the body, girls. Let's do this. It is so much fun to do. Grab your friends. Don't meet a friend for coffee. Meet a friend to get out there and get active. Go to the beach. Go play volleyball or go play tennis. Involve your friends. When you have friends that are going to participate in the healthy lifestyle with you, you'll be more likely to stick to it. So definitely be formulating that group of friends that's going to support you in this new healthy lifestyle that you have. Make sure that you get your family involved as well. You don't want to just be doing this on your own. So go hiking, go biking, go kayaking, get whatever it is, get out there, show off the new you. And definitely don't change your channel because we will be back right after this with more. You Are the Supermodel. We've got more You Are the Supermodel coming up right after this. Welcome back to the show. Today's show is all about health and fitness and how you can make a happy, healthier you. I hope that you've enjoyed what we talked about already, but now I want to talk about hydration. Yes, I'm going to add the ranks of people that tell you to drink your water. I already mentioned it in our weight loss segment, but it is so important. You have to drink your water. You're going to feel so much better. Your weight is absolutely going to thank you. And just overall, you're going to be a healthier you. A general guideline is to drink 1 ounce of water for every 2 ounces of body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, let's say, then you should drink 75 ounces of water. A one size fits all, 8 glasses of water, 64 ounces of water doesn't cut it. The bigger you are, the taller you are, you have to drink more water. I bet you didn't know this, but hydration can happen from the inside as well as the outside. So drinking your water, that's a way to hydrate from the inside. But you can also hydrate through lotions and creams from the outside. So you're going to want to do that too. So make sure that you, if you haven't already, if you don't have a beauty regimen, you want to go to your local department store, your local esthetician, and get a routine that works for you. Find a line for your skin type, find out what your skin type is, and you're going to want to have things that you do. And hydrating your skin, moisturization is something that you're definitely going to want to do. So that's the way that you're going to hydrate from the outside. Now I want to talk more about hydrating from the inside because it actually is going to make the biggest difference. Your beauty routine is key, but if you're not eating the right things and drinking a lot of water, it's not going to make that much of a difference. So there are some things that you can eat and not eat to make you more hydrated. So one of those things, I'm gonna say it again, I mentioned it in weight loss, is your leafy greens and your, all fruits and vegetables, but especially leafy greens. And so some of these things, they're so good for overall health, not just hydration, but if you wanna be properly hydrated, then you're going to eat leafy greens and berries. Berries have so many healthy properties about them. Antioxidants that's gonna protect you from free radicals that are in the sun, but they have tons and tons of water. So definitely incorporate leafy greens and berries and fruits and vegetables in general. They're packed full of water. They're made up of mostly water. So eating fruits and vegetables is going to be a key ingredient to helping you hydrate from the inside. Some things that you need to stay away from. Definitely, you know them. I don't even have to tell you, but I'm going to tell you, are caffeine and alcohol. They just kill your skin. You may notice that you wake up from a day of drinking too much alcohol, or a day that you've been busy and you're using caffeine to keep you up. You're going to notice it in your skin. You're going to wake up, you're going to look down, and you're going to think, wow, my skin is really feeling dry today. And that's what it is. It's coming from the inside. It's dehydrating you from the inside by eating those things. So definitely drink your water. When you're out exercising, so important to remember that. If it's hot, wear proper clothing, because if it's hot, if it's 85 degrees outside and you live in Florida and you try to run in this, you're gonna feel it and you're gonna lose so much more water. So you're gonna wanna take your jacket off and have just a tank top on, a sports bra on if you're outside. You also wanna wear a hat. So hide your face from the sun, protect your face from the sun, because any heat that's on you is going to make you shed water. And make sure you replenish. So that 1 to half a pound ratio of that I told you, 1 ounce of water to every 2 pounds of body weight, that doesn't cut it when you're working out outside. You've got to drink even more than that when you're outside. So whenever you're working out with a friend, make sure you remind each other, because that's going to help you out. I love working out with a friend. I'm just going to end on that because it makes working out so much more fun. So not only can you remind each other to stay hydrated, but you can really stick with it. I had such a great time doing yoga with Taylor today outside of the park. So we just had such a good time, and it makes it all worth it. Stick around. I've got more health and fitness coming for you right after this.
When it comes to your lips, you want to start out with a nice liner. This always helps to define the lips. Now, if you have a thin lip, it is okay to go a little beyond your natural lip line, but please, 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 we don't want anything more than probably a 1/16 of an inch past your line, but that will give you a little bit of a fuller lip. Now, you want to make it a thin line. Don't push down too harsh on the liner, because then it becomes really thick and cakey when you want to blend it on your lip. Now, secondly, you want to add your lipstick, and make sure that you try a few different shades so that you really get to know what colors look best on you. I know that I prefer pinks and kind of purple mauve colors, but find out what's best for you. Now, after you have your lip liner and your lipstick, you want to add a gloss. Now make sure that the gloss is also complementary, but it doesn't have to be the exact same shade as your liner or your lipstick. For instance, when I use pink lipsticks, I always like to use a really light brown liner because they complement each other when you blend. And of course, we know gloss adds that extra pop to your pout. Now, you want to blend it all together. I prefer the pucker, and you can also rub. And then a last little tip for you. If you have a little bit of a lighter gloss, maybe something that's a beigey, almost white, you want to put it in your angel's bow right here, and it will really define the top of your lips.
Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of You Are the Supermodel. I'm your host, Angela, and I have had such a great time on today's show. I cannot wait to go to Florida Eco Safari and actually get on the attractions this time. I promise I'm going to be brave. And today's show was such a good reminder for me of how beneficial yoga can be when you add it to your morning routine. If you have your own stories to share, please go to our website, youarethesupermodel.tv. Tell me what you're doing to create a happy, healthier you. I will see you on the next show. Until then, create your style with us.